We bring in CC Sabathia, joins us. CC, if you played with Russell Brandon, you have been in this league a long time.
Yeah, man, I've been knowing Russ a long time. We actually came up together through the minor leagues and stuff, so he's one of my good friends, man. Russ is a good guy.
What's it mean to you now? Friday night, you go for career win number 250. What will that milestone mean to you?
I mean, it'll be cool to get. I mean, it's just, for me right now, going through it's just, trying to get wins. And our first priority as a team is trying to win the division. So, it's easy to get up in milestones when you're trying to, go for a bigger picture, which is, trying to win a championship and, first trying to win a division. So, I don't really try to get caught up in any of my personal things and just try to go out and, do what's best for the team.
CC, in that game, you were throwing about 97. Not every compelling pitcher is able to adapt and sort of graduate to be the pitcher that you have become. Also, you're doing it in the era of Quest Tech. Greg Maddux, excellent pitcher. He was pitching to a very large plate at the end of his career. What can you tell us about that process for you? Is there anything you could have told yourself to help you advance, a little quicker than you did?
I had the best teachers. I had Larry Rothschild here. I had, Andy and Andy Pettit and Mariano Rivera teaching me the cutter. So, it was like, I don't want to say it was an easy transition, but, I had these guys here helping me along the way. Make this transition and it made it a lot easier, just, getting the mentality, the mind frame, learning sequences when I should be throwing it. So it took me probably a year and a half to transition to, become the pitcher I am now. But I think that was mainly because of my knee and my knee was, barking. I was going through the surgeries and all that stuff at the time. So it was hard to kind of trust what I was, the process of what I was trying to do. So, after I got healthy and was feeling pretty good, I was able to come back and, throw the cutter all the way and just trust it and, throw the two-seamer and the backdoor sliders and kind of, try to get outs that way.
You mentioned a couple of the pitchers, and Mo Rivera, obviously a Hall of Famer. Andy Pettit was somebody, though, that is a very close friend of yours. What kind of impact did he have on you in this process? A little deeper with Andy Pettit, because from the stories I've seen and what you've talked about, he's somebody that was very important to you when it comes to pitching.
Yeah, for sure. Not just pitching. I mean, just life in general. He's, since day one when I signed here, he called me, just welcomed me to the organization, and we've been close ever since. Obviously being lefties and him pitching here for a long time, he was somebody I leaned on a lot early, just asking questions, different pitch sequences, learning different guys in the division, learning about the pitching the rivalry and pitching the playoffs and different things like that. I couldn't ask for a better teacher, coming here in New York. So he's been a huge blessing in my life on and off the field, for sure.
CC, I'd love to hear a little bit about Yankees culture. Obviously, Captain Derek Jeter has gone. A lot of people think that Yankees culture is maybe loosening a little bit. You've been there for so long. What's your take on it? What does it mean today as opposed to what it meant before?
I think people get a bad or a different perception of what, Yankee culture actually is. It's loose, it's fun. Obviously, we want to win, and the goal is to win here every day. So it can seem uptight, or it can seem a lot different than other places. But in the 11 years that I've been here, we've had some good teams. We have a lot of fun. You had guys like AJ and Swish, and when I first got here, and you got guys like Gardy now, and myself that keep it light, Cameron Maben. We have a lot of fun, and obviously it's a young team now, so it gets pretty wild. But it's been great to be a Yankee and be a part of this culture the last 11 years.
And you've been in New York for a long time, 11 years, and also won a championship in New York. You've seen success here in this city and how you're treated when you had the success that you've had. Not naming any names specifically, of course, but if you had a chance, I know you're a basketball fan, to talk to anybody who would maybe come to you and say, you know what, I'm thinking about signing with the New York team, but I hear that it can be tough there, that the media is tough, that the fans are tough. What would you tell them?
That it is tough, it holds you accountable, and it makes you want to go out and win every night, and to be at the best of your ability. I think that's the best thing about being here is that these fans are knowledgeable and they know sports and they want you to be at your best. So that's something that has been. I found that outside coming in, when I was in Cleveland, it can be intimidating, and obviously the media presence and all that stuff can be intimidating. But if you can settle in here and just be yourself and play hard as you can, I think that's all fans and everybody wants from you at the end of the day.
CC, there's a book out called Mission 27 that details A-Rod's 34th birthday party in '09 and talking about how that was a major focal point, what happened there and developing your team chemistry on the way to the World Series title. What happened during that birthday party that was so significant?
I mean, I don't know. You have to, it was, I can't really think of, I don't know anything off the top of my head.
David Robertson still holds a grudge, I hear, about a certain pool party.
Oh yeah, D-Rob, man. D-Rob had a nice new suit that he didn't want to get wet, or he didn't want to mess up at the time. He was a young player at the time, and I think either Alex or I don't know who bought him the suit, but he definitely didn't want to get in. But young players, there's a lot of things that young players don't want to do when they're young, and they end up doing it. So it made for a good night, and I guess to tell good stories.
What are you feeling about the finals right now?
Man, I feel pretty good. Obviously, I feel pretty good about the Warriors going home, Game 6. I feel bad for KD, man. Obviously, trying to come back and play with his team. I know what that's like, man, being hurt and, watching your team, either struggle or either go out and play well, and you just want to be a part of it. So, that's a tough thing. I commend him on trying to come back. But I feel pretty good about Thursday night. The Warriors going home, the energy in the building is going to be the last game in Oracle. So I think they can pull that one out. And then I think anything can happen Game 7. So we have to just wait and see. But it's been a great final. It's been a great playoffs, period. I think people were nervous about LeBron not being in the playoffs and what that was going to mean for the NBA. But it's been a fun playoffs to watch.
CC, we'll leave it there. Hey, thanks so much. Good luck with win number 250 on Friday night.
Thank you.
And remember, CC's a co-host of a podcast called R2C2. For more great videos from the MSG 150, check out right there. And remember, our show is on Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. on MSG Network and MSG Go.